Well, Kevin's out on the trade show floor. Let's see what he's found. Kevin, how's it going out there?
Well, Todd, I'm here with one of our longtime sponsors of NCBA, the Purina Mills organization. And with me is Rod Newlick, the marketing manager for the beef group. Rod, tell me why you come to NCBA conventions.
Well, we think it's really important to make connection with our customers and the people in the cattle industry. And gosh, this is where everybody's going to be this week that is really interested in promoting our industry and taking it to the next level. So we sure want to be here to be a part of that.
Well, you're in a great position, food close by and a bright pickup truck in the background. Tell me about this truck.
Well, we got together with some of the other folks that we partner with kind of in the business. A lot of the folks that are here at the trade show this week are people that we do business with every day. In fact, we're kind of one of their largest customers in many cases. People like the Wellmark people, Alfarma, and some of those. And we decided since we're all going to be here, maybe we could just leverage some of our marketing dollars and have a big prize that we could give away. So we're going to give away this pickup truck to some lucky NCBA member here at the show this week. So we hope it works out really well for someone.
Yet another reason for folks to come to these conventions. I know you're introducing a new product as well. Tell us about your natural beef product.
We've got a new product that we're just now releasing, and we'll have a press release tomorrow on it, called AgroSafe NB, or for natural beef. We get a lot of demand these days from customers that say, they may want to be a part of the natural beef program, but they've enjoyed the benefits that they've gotten from the AgroSafe program. And with some of the formulation of that product, it didn't fit into some of those programs. So our researchers went to work and found some substitute ingredients that we could use to make sure that AgroSafe would still work well and yet would qualify for the natural beef program. And really it allows us to have a dialogue with those producers to say, is natural beef the right kind of a program for you? Let's see what the costs are, what the benefits are. But we're really excited about the opportunity that we have with the new AgroSafe product.
We're here today at the 2008 National Cattlemen's Beef Association Convention, and I have with me Dan Ellsworth, the Senior Marketing Manager for Fort Dodge Animal Health. Dan, tell us a little bit about why you come as a company to the NCBA convention.
Well, thanks, Kevin. I think the main reason that we're here is that as a pharmaceutical and biological company, we're in a unique position to support the industry in these kind of events where we can come and we can talk to producers, we can talk about our products, but more importantly than that, Kevin, is that it gives us an opportunity to really stand behind an organization like NCBA. With the things that they're doing for the cattlemen, both in Washington and on the local level. I think that that's something that Fort Dodge is interested in supporting, and it's just kind of humbling to be a part of that, Kevin.
We appreciate sponsors like you, not only your sponsorship of this convention, but also our Cattleman to Cattleman program. Tell us a little bit more about the new program you've established with the Legacy Scholarship Program.
Well, that is an exciting program, and we look at that program. It kind of fits three obligations that we have as an organization. The first obligation that we have is to produce good products for producers to use. The second thing is to give good information, to be an educational source. And the third thing is to invest back into the industry. And a lot of people can talk about investing in the industry, and boy, it's a feel-good. But you know what? If it's not tangible, if it's not real, then what does it really matter? And so the Legacy Scholarship Program is really an opportunity for us to invest back into the future of the industry. We think about the short-term issues. We worry about the weather. We worry about the markets. How many times do we sit back and think long-term? Where are we going to be in 5, 10, 15 years? And I'll tell you, Kevin, it's about the kids. It's about the next generation. And we just, again, are humbled to be a part of that and to be able to facilitate that next generation.
We appreciate your passion and your support of the young people in the beef cattle industry. We're here today with one of our first-time attendees to an NCBA convention, the Caterpillar Organization. With me today is Mike Brook of the Caterpillar Organization. He's a marketing manager with CAT. What made you choose to come to NCBA convention this year?
Well, we looked at the different industries that we work with and wanted to get deeper involved with some key segments, and this was one of those segments. We really felt that our products and the services that our dealers provide really fit in well with the type of operation in a cattle and beef type operation. So we felt it would be good to get involved, and so we decided to come here and become a sponsor. So we're the official sponsor for both the skid steer loaders and the wheel loaders for the NCBA.
Mike, tell me a little bit about this B-Series skid steer here.
The B-Series skid steer is one of our newest ones. We just came out with this in the 2007, as well as the C-Series skid steer on the larger models. And we've added a lot of new features to it to make it handle a lot better. we really strive to have productive, high-quality equipment to benefit the user. So we felt with the type of operation that you have in beef and cattle, where sometimes 24/7, with our dealer support, we're able to really provide some solutions for the cattlemen here.
Well, Todd, Caterpillar is just one example of the additional companies that see value in attending the NCBA convention. We'll kick it back to you.
The 2008 Cattle Industry Annual Convention and Trade Show here in Reno is a big event. Let's hear some interesting facts. There are nearly 300 booths here at the trade show. An estimated 5,000 people are in attendance, and we're serving almost 500 gallons of beer plus 100 gallons of root beer. And of course, we're serving beef. 3,130 pounds of it, and that only includes what's being served here at the trade show. Let's head back out to Kevin, who's got more on the trade show floor. How's it going, Kevin?
Well, Todd, we're here today with one of our Cattleman to Cattleman sponsors, Dow AgroSciences from Indianapolis, Indiana. And with me today is Rick Borgoni. He's the U.S. Range and Pasture Market Manager for Dow AgroSciences. Rick, tell me why you attend and sponsor National Cattlemen's Beef Association's events like this one.
We have been affiliated with the National Cattlemen's for several years. We have been a primary force working with cow-calf producers we introduced our first product back in 1964. Wow. And it's been a long history of working with producers, working to solve problems that they have in both weed and brush control, looking to increase forages and animal health through those forages. And we also have brought about the Environmental Stewardship Award, been a major participant with that award to recognize producers that are doing an outstanding job, not only for their maintenance and management of their land, but for the environment and doing it right and being an example to other producers in how they can improve the land and leave it better than how they found it.
Well, with today's feed prices, just forage and range management is becoming an increasingly important topic for all of us that have cattle.
Absolutely. The fertilizer prices, all that is playing into. We're anticipating that producers are going to be carrying their livestock longer on the forages that they produce in order to minimize that feeding cost as they move into the feedlots. The energy costs, we know that fertilizer is pushing $500 a ton now, so there's going to be some changes in how forage is managed, and again, we're looking to try and produce the maximum quantity with the maximum quality that we can through, reducing the competition of the noxious, invasive weeds in general, and brush.
We've come here to yet another one of our Cattleman to Cattleman sponsors, the Bayer Animal Health folks. And I'm here today with Todd Firkins, the marketing manager for Bayer. Todd, I know you all have been very, very successful with your Baytril 100 product. Tell me a little bit about that product.
Well, Kevin, Baytril 100 is a respiratory disease product for beef cattle. Essentially gets them over shipping fever. It's a single dose, very fast and effective product to treat calves and help producers get them back to work, back on feed like they're designed to do.
Why do you attend and sponsor to such a high level NCBA activities? What value do you all at Bayer get from this?
Well, this is an opportunity to be in front of a couple 100,000 producers that are members of NCBA, and also NCBA stands for a lot of the same core principles that Bayer Animal Health does as well. Essentially, we're in the business of manufacturing products to help cattle producers out and to return more to their bottom line and produce a safe and healthy food supply.
We appreciate your support, not only of NCBA, but of Cattleman to Cattleman as well. We're here on the trade show floor with one of the live animal displays, AgroSafe Systems from north of the border up in Canada. Allison Sundstrom's with me. Allison, tell me a little bit about AgroSafe Systems.
AgroSafe has been developing technology since 1990, and our technology that's used in research has been used by more than 25 major North American universities, and we've recently just released a commercial product for the feed yard.
Clearly, feed efficiency is becoming an increasingly important issue with today's price of feed and what seems to be the high cost of feed in the foreseeable future. How does your system help folks monitor and measure that?
Our system is used by about 10 commercial seed stock selection sites. One of the largest is up in Montana, Midland Bull Test, and they can test up to 1,200 individual animals at one time. Essentially what they're doing is they're looking to determine something new for a cattleman, and that's residual feed intake. If you look at what residual feed intake is it's a measurement that what we do is we predict what an individual animal will eat. We take what he actually does eat, and if he eats more than, that's a positive RFI number and one that we don't want, and if he eats less than his contemporary groups, that's what we're looking for. The trait is moderately heritable, about 40%, and so you can make a great deal of difference in selection. And when the system was first used about 5 years ago in the United States, the difference in a feed cost over 120 days on feed was about $60, and at today's feed prices, one bull to the next can eat more than $200 than his contemporary.
We came here to the John Deere booth, a familiar company and a familiar color to a lot of cattlemen across the country. Here today with Barry Nelson. He's the manager of public relations for John Deere in North America. Barry, why do you support the National Cattlemen's Beef Association convention?
Well, we come to this convention to help build relationships with a lot of the cattle producers. I mean, just look around. We have tremendous attendance here at this particular convention. We have an opportunity to meet with some of our top customers. At this particular display, we actually have the local dealer that comes in too and can work with us and help sell some of the equipment that we have on display here.
That's outstanding. What do you find as the general mood as you're talking to producers across the country?
Overall, pretty positive. There are some rising input costs, and everybody has to deal with those. But overall, agriculture is going through some pretty good times. We're reaping the benefits of that. We are having some issues in delivering equipment because, we're selling quite a bit, and we're trying to work with our dealers and our customers to take care of their needs.
That's outstanding. Barry Nelson, the John Deere organization. We're here with one of the 270 booths here at the National Cattlemen's Beef Association convention. We have Molly Manufacturing, and with me today is John Mulhagen. John, you have a neat system here, but first of all, tell us why you even attend the National Cattlemen's Beef Association in the first place.
Well, Kevin, one of the main reasons why we come to the National Cattlemen's Beef Association's annual convention is for the simple reason is we get to see a lot of people that are very really understand the cattle business.
It's a great opportunity for folks like you, and a great opportunity for producers to see new products like you've got here. I know you all have made the silencer squeeze chute for some time. Tell us a little bit about this interesting turret gate.
Well, Kevin, the turret gate is a relatively new product for us. What it is the turret gate is remotely powered and it's hydraulically operated. So what we can do is we can stay away from these cattle, and we can hydraulically swing this gate into these cattle without us having to get close to this gate, which is what we consider a really high impact area. And then the other real unique thing about it is rather than force this gate back into oncoming cattle to return it, it actually rolls through. And as it rolls through, this lets the other cattle walk in behind, and you don't disrupt the flow of your cattle.
I suppose safer for the cattle and safer for the people that work in the cattle as well.
Absolutely. The thing that we have to look at nowadays is we have to look out after ourselves in our employees. We have a lot of people that want to continue to work with their cattle, but that's an area that is such a high impact area. We're really entering the flight zone of these animals when we step in behind with these manual gates and have to push it into them. When you're working with a turret gate, the behavior of the animals is actually quite a bit different.
Yet another one of the first-time attendees to the NCBA convention is Wild Blue, and with me today is Brad Beamer. He's the sales director for Wild Blue. Brad, why did you choose to come to NCBA convention?
Well, I'll tell you, the type of the folks that are at this convention are really our target audience. They're the folks that are out there typically in the country and in the places around the country where we don't have DSL or cable available. And anymore, it's kind of hard to run a business, I think, whether it be a farm or a ranch or whatever it might be, without having high-speed internet. And we can offer that for them.
Well, that's outstanding. Your satellite services, tell me a little bit about what separates you from some of your competitors.
Well, I'll tell you, we do high-speed internet service via satellite dish. First of all, we use the smallest satellite dish available currently in the marketplace. We also use a unique technology. It's called a spot beam technology, which gives us additional capacity that a lot of our competitors don't have.
That's great. Well, Todd, it'll certainly be a little easier to download and watch Cattleman to Cattleman over the internet if you have this kind of service. We appreciate you being here at NCBA Convention.
Well, welcome back, Kevin. We've had a ton of fun here in Reno, and you did a pretty good job.
Well, thanks, Todd. And we'll do it all again next year, this time in sunny Phoenix, Arizona. For more details about the 2009 Annual Cattle Industry Convention and Trade Show, visit our website at beefusa.org.
Thanks for joining us.
Join us next week for another edition of NCBA's Cattleman to Cattleman.